So if you feel like you've been watching thousands of online marketing videos, yet never getting better at online marketing, there's a pretty good reason for it. So maybe your online marketing journey has gone like this. Hey, I've got a great idea for a product or a service or a business I want to start, but I have no idea how to get it off the ground. Let me look it up on YouTube. How to sell my product. And you type it in and you get a bunch of results. You find a bunch of different people offering a bunch of different strategies. You'll go down one person, you pick a guru, you go down their rabbit hole. Maybe you watched a webinar, maybe you signed up for an email list, and then you tried to implement the strategies. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work for you. In fact, it so much didn't work for you that it made you frustrated. It made you feel like maybe I'm just doing it wrong, or it made you feel like these people are frauds. All of them, every last one of them. And listen, I'm not going to argue. There are definitely some online marketing frauds out here, but there's a very specific reason why the things that you try just don't work for you, no matter how many times you try them, no matter how many different people you watch try to teach you the strategy. And that reason is pretty simple, because this is the one thing that people don't tell you about online marketing. And that is that marketing is an iterative process. Maybe the better way for me to put this is marketing is a science. Marketing is a science, and it follows the scientific method. Yes, if you remember back in 7th grade, you might have learned the scientific method. You gather some data. You form a hypothesis about that data. You test your hypothesis. You record the result. And then you do it all over again. And the more you experiment, the more you learn. Sometimes your hypothesis was correct. Sometimes it was not. And the more you experiment, the more you end up knowing about whatever you're experimenting on. In my case, it was the effect of light on plant cells in 7th grade, but I digress. So online marketing works the same way. In fact, marketing works the same way. The best marketers actually go through a ton of experiments. They experiment constantly. They are constantly testing new products, new strategies, new tools, new methods, new tactics to figure out what the best way to get a product in front of people is, and then the best way to sell that product to said audience of people. And so the best marketers are constantly experimenting so that they know what works, they know what doesn't work, and most importantly, they know why. And here's the difference between those really good marketers and most of the people that you find online. See, most online marketing influencers have experimented dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. And then they finally got it. They finally stumbled on the one result that worked. And then they stopped all their experimenting and they decided to sell you that one result that worked for them that one time. And in fact, they were really, really successful at selling it to you and selling it to thousands, maybe even millions more people, so that by the time you tried the strategy, they were already solid in their audience. They already had millions of subscribers. They had their 6-figure months. They had their 7-figure business launch. And so the problem must have been you and not them. But that wasn't true. You were not the problem. The problem is that marketing is built on experimentation. And just because something works for you one time doesn't mean it's going to work for you a second time. And just because it works for you and your business in this small niche doesn't mean it's going to work for someone else's business in another niche. And in fact, the conditions of the experiment do have a huge result on the outcome of said experiment. And so the problem with a lot of these online marketing influencers is they're not upfront about the fact that the results aren't typical. In fact, the most effective online marketers actually find a strategy They double down on that strategy and they double down fast and hard until it does not work anymore. That's right. If you find something that will help you win, the next best action is to do it again and again and again and again until the Facebook ads just aren't hitting the same. The webinars don't work anymore. The online courses don't sell as well because some new Skillshare marketing platform or something has entered the market. It doesn't matter. You don't want to worry about what might happen in the future. The best way for you to grow your business is to do what works today, and you'll worry about tomorrow when it comes. And what happens with most of these online influencers is they work on one strategy until it's done, and they slowly pivot from marketer space to thought leader space. And all of a sudden, you're seeing them doing interviews with other people who are in the know about completely different strategies. So they can capitalize on the people who are curious about these new strategies without having to be in the weeds themselves. And like I said, way back in year one, they already built up the 6-figure months. They built up the 7-figure income in their business. They built up the brand partnerships and the sponsorship relationships. And so they don't have to actually do any marketing anymore to get you to watch their videos and to get you to pay for their expertise and their experience, even if their expertise from a few years ago isn't exactly transferable now. And that's why what you'll find is that most marketers that you see online specialize in one thing. There's the Facebook ads guru. There's the YouTube automation guru. There's the content marketing guru. And there's these people in these hyper specific focuses because they did really well at that one thing and they don't necessarily know how to pivot into other areas. And so those people can't tell you the difference between a full marketing strategy and the tactics that they've used and exploited and growth hacked their way into an audience from. And so the best way for you to actually combat this and get better at online marketing is for you to take a step back and learn marketing from a more basic, more high level. And what I recommend is a resource like this. This is the One-Page Marketing Plan. It's a book written by Alan Dibb. And this gives you a pretty high level overview of just what marketing is. It explains a lot of different marketing tactics, from pricing strategy, to sales and overcoming sales objections, to lead building and lead nurturing. This gives you a lot of information just about what marketing is and how to strategize around your marketing. But it gives you this information in a very actionable way as you work to build out a one-page marketing plan. This is a great book, and there are several books like it. I'll keep recommending them on this channel, or if you're not the reading type, then just keep watching. I hope this video was helpful though, and makes you feel a little bit less like you suck at marketing and really more like, okay, they just didn't teach me everything I needed to know. I can do this. I just need the right resources. So if you're looking for those resources, let me know what you have questions about in the comments down below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel, as I'm going to be giving you a lot more marketing advice in the weeks, days, and videos to come. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for rocking with me. Peace.